So I couldn't sleep. I tried to sleep, but I'm still sick. I'm still tired. I just had to get back up. I was just staring at the ceiling and thinking about one of the new changes that's coming to Unchained, in that it's going to be a subscription-based model from now on, and you're going to have to pay $9.99 a month if you want to continue playing. Yep, that's what's come in. I think this is the part of the thumbnail where I do like the face palm. I don't know what I do at this point, but I'm gonna be a bit delirious for this video. I mean, I only had the realization when I got up and maintenance was over that because of the coma I've been in the last few days, I'm like a day behind. I thought it was the wrong day, so apologies for the first few minutes on that last video that I put out. The rest kind of still applies, but yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm just gonna be very ranty. But I'm going to try and look at both sides. I will try and give a fair argument, but I don't think this is good. I don't think this is a good direction that we're going with this. Now, I only found out about this because I was just scrolling through the Twitter and I was checking the new ArcheAge Twitter out, and then I didn't see it mentioned in any of the main tweets, but I saw a comment or a tweet underneath a reply. I'm a boomer, okay? Listen, I saw a reply under there mentioning the sub fee, and I was like, I don't remember seeing this anywhere. And I don't know if I just don't follow the right ArcheAge stuff, or I've just not been paying as much attention because I'm sick. But this wasn't under the news section of the ArcheAge Discord. This was like snuck into the FAQ as like an additional question. I don't know if I missed this somewhere. Is there like another news section? Because this is big news. I don't know why this is under the FAQ. It's like under, will there be a fresh start server? I was reading through just like, oh, will there be a fresh start server? What will the price of the monthly subscription for Unchained be? And I'm like, what? So yeah, $9.99 for 30 days, and discounts can be obtained for purchasing longer periods. Cool. The change to the submodel was made in order to remove the chance to increase in-game power with real-life currency, which I get, that's that, but and anyone that's bought Unchained previously, you are going to have to pay a fee, but you get 60 days free at least. You get 60 days free, and then if you've bought the expansions, rumor is you get an additional 60 days per expansion. So if you have the Garden, you get 120. If you also have the Gunslinger, you'll get an additional 60, so 180 overall if you have all the expansions. We don't know for sure now, though, because they haven't gave any official details. There's no big post about it. There's just this small little FAQ section. And as you can see, everyone's really happy with the change. As you can see, we got 89 ticks here. We got 44 thumbs up. I don't know if I'm not going to edit this in. And there's someone spelled out scam here in letters. So yeah, everyone's really pleased with the new business model. In my own Discord, initial reactions are people just saying they're not going to play the game anymore. So I'm really curious what the drop-off is going to be from this, because there are going to be people that won't play. I think I'm actually going to set up a poll I'll pin a comment or something below with a link to a poll, and we'll see how many of you guys are going to keep playing and how many of you are going to stop after your free time runs out. Because for me, I'm not even sure. I don't know if I'll keep playing. From what I've seen, people in my Discord at least were starting to get bored of the game. And that's probably because, again, we've not had content in months. The dance has been pushed back, and whatever content that was going to come with that has been pushed back because they've had this exchange of the game between Kakao and Gamigo. So, understandably, people, have started to get a bit bored. They've been doing the same thing. There's been nothing new, nothing fresh. And on top of that, we've had New World come out, we've had Elion come out, there's expansions for Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy coming out. I don't know if there's other MMOs that I've missed. We've had Lost Ark beta, there's been a bunch of betas that have come out as well. And people have had opportunities to play other MMOs. And now if you put this out there that this is going to be a subscription model game, or you can't play, I think people are going to flock to the other MMOs that they've been trying in this down period of not having as much content in Unchained. So I don't know. It's very worrying for the future of Unchained. Now, I will say, I've always said that I believe the best model for a MMO is a subscription-based model. The problem is, Unchained was delivered and promised to be this one-time purchase, which, there were expansions, which I could let go, but it was promised to be a one-time purchase. You buy the game, you play the game, much like New World. But now we're getting a subscription on top, and we also don't know what is going to be in their marketplace. We don't know how they're going to sell stuff. Now, I will say, if they're taking this approach, it does mean they're probably really trying to stay true to the no pay to win and not unlike that going in the Unchained store. But I don't think it's going to work. Unfortunately, ArcheAge doesn't have the player base to make a big change like this, and people are always going to be upset and riled up whenever something like this comes around. So I would suggest reconsidering this, or we're going to have to see what the numbers are like at the end of the free time that everyone gets, because, again, if you don't like this change, don't buy anything off the marketplace, vote with your wallet, don't play anymore, take a month or two off, and then maybe they reconsider after that. I don't know. I think if Unchained would have started off as a subscription model game, it would have been fine, but making this adjustment midway through an MMO, it's always really tough to do, and you're going to lose a ton of players. It's going to hurt the game quite a lot, but I don't know, Kakao Games must be pretty confident that they can build the game back up, but they're going to have to prove it to us. They're going to have to show us that they're putting out a lot of content for the game, and that there's not pay to win on the marketplace. They're going to have to prove that the game is worth your $9.99 a month, and I don't know if it's going to be. Again, if we're just pulling stuff that Korea's going to have, the only stuff that I'm aware of is the Dancer. There's going to be a Mythic type dungeon, so if you've done Mythic dungeons as well, there's going to be something similar to that, and then Guild Halls. They're like the only things that are coming, and who knows what's going to come after that, but the content cycle isn't enough. They need a lot more engaging things in the game to really have a subscription model. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if I've got everything off my chest. I don't know if I gave a fair argument for why it would be nice to have a subscription model. I think, again, if Unchained would have started out as a subscription model, it would have been fine. But you can't make the change midway through. It's not going to go down well. And I don't think the player bases are there to support it. I think you will have people that will pay. There are going to be some people. But I don't know if they're in the majority or not. I feel like the majority of people are going to just dip and go to other stuff because there's a lot more MMOs available for them right now. I think the plus side of having a subscription model for ArcheAge is probably less potential for alts. There's going to be people who make alts anyway, but there's going to be less of that. Again, we'll be removing any form of pay to win, which is always good. And it also means as a company, they are going to want to keep players engaged in the game. Otherwise, they could just stop paying the subscription. So it would mean they'd have to dedicate a lot more resources to the game. But again, I don't know if it's going to go down well. But yeah, I don't know. Did I rant enough? I'm lost. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below, but for me personally, I don't know if I'm going to be playing in 60, 120 days time, however much free time I get for the game. I don't know if I'm going to be playing anymore. I'm not sure. It sucks. We will just have to see. Alright, so yeah, hopefully this was a coherent rant. Again, I'm just really delirious right now. But, yeah, I am going to try and cover stuff as it comes out live and talk about what's going on, because, again, I was like a week behind on the other video. Again, just been ill, but I'm going to try and push through it just so I can get stuff out for you guys, and hopefully we'll see some updates on this subscription model. Because, again, we've not had a big announcement about it. Maybe more's going to come out, I'm not sure, but I will be here to cover it when it does. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff, and I'm off to bed. again, from my perspective, I don't think the Jedi are evil. I need to stop.